Good evening, and we made it to Friday, and some of us are still getting a little bit of shower activity and a thunderstorm in northwestern Bullitt County. The rest of us are dry, so let's zoom in here. It's a pretty little good cell right here from Portal heading up US Highway 80, and well, that's not 80. 80 breaks off into Portal. I'm not familiar with that one right there. Is that 25 that goes southwest of Rocky Ford? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, about 10 lightning strikes within the last 15 minutes. And that doesn't sound like a lot, but for one lone cell, it's packing a little bit of a punch. Twin City just south, seeing some heavy rainfall. And register, you are going to be drying out pretty soon, and a little bit of light rainfall from Briar Creek Landing to Savannah, and in the Millen area, heads up. Now, take a look at this. So I posted this on Twitter. This is what we call training. In the morning, showers just kind of kept feeding like a feeder band just in one location, and that lasted well into the 2 o'clock hour, 2, 3, 4. And so the rain on Tybee into Levy and parts of Bluffton, about a ½ an inch, but in some locations, those little dots of green, like off of Ebenezer Road, if anybody's joining us from Effingham County, 1 inch of rain, 1.1 inches of rain actually, and then a nasty little cell that had some gusty winds with it right here in the north corner of Effingham County near the Shawnee area had some really gusty winds, and that kind of went off into Hampton County. This line right here that kind of just really flared up right at 7:30 has been raining itself out just kind of right along east of US 1 and 301, and that's dropped almost 3 inches north of Metter. So those are those kind of things that they don't have any direction with them once the sun goes down, so it's just kind of stuck in one place. So we are drying out, but like I said, that little powerful cell getting out of Candler County and northwest Bullock. So overall, we do have some storminess around, but for the most part, mostly dry, and we're going to be drying it out overnight. So, severe weather threat for Saturday. We're looking good. Saturday's a good beach day, anything you want to do day. A lot of people had some plans that they were wondering about, some birthday plans. There is some possibility with an afternoon sea breeze shower, but look at the severe weather, a huge bullseye for northern Louisiana and southern Arkansas. Very concerning, and so that's a moderate risk. They could have a tornado outbreak in that area, all right? Then Sunday, the severe risk is not moderate, but it is enhanced, which is on the rare side especially for Atlanta, like right here. So they have the risk of seeing a few tornadoes throughout Athens, Columbus, Atlanta, all the way to Macon, and just outside of Augusta. So that's definitely going to impact the Masters play on Sunday. So let's deep dive here where we're in a marginal risk. So we're not quite home free on Sunday, if you will. You know, that energy has to go somewhere. And we try to pinpoint the lines of where it will be severe the most, but we're talking really hairpin right here. So Swainsboro, you are in a slight risk. Montgomery County, you are in a slight risk as well as let's just put Jeff Davis in there, or excuse me, Hazelhurst in there, parts of Jeff Davis County. So right there, that rides a fine line. Do the storms just stop if they're moving east? And that's what they'll be moving west to east on Sunday. No, but they will move into a more unfavorable environment, unfavorable for development. So that is good. They're going to lose their steam, hopefully, but marginal still has the risk of running a severe thunderstorm. And, you know, winds with severe thunderstorms can pack a punch up to 65 miles an hour wind and hail. So that's our main threat for Sunday. We're concerned with very gusty winds and the potential for hail. So as we head through tonight, taking a live look from our Vaden Nissan Skycam, Vaden Chevy Skycam, sorry about that. 74 still. It's muggy out there. I said it earlier, and you know, the dreaded mugginess has started to creep into the forecast. 77 in Claxton still, and 73 in Jessup. So let's go hour by hour where we are. It's not raining in Glenville, but it's doing a good job at picking up on location of that line, and that line is moving out of Bullitt County. So overnight, we could see a shower along the coast, but here we are, 8:30 in the morning, 68 degrees. It'll be warm and muggy with patchy dense fog. Be careful if you're coming in 67 or you're going to the mall or something in town. Make sure that you give yourself some extra time. So that little flare up there is most likely going to be the sea breeze. So you're saying, am I clear? Do I have a go for my outdoor activities? You're going to have to keep an eye on the radar for development, because that will lend itself to some showers. The sea breeze will, but they're gone and the great Saturday night. So plans there looking good. Now Sunday morning, this is a little flare up ahead of what we're watching out to the west, okay? So we start warm, south wind at 6 miles an hour, and that goes away. By lunchtime, we are dry and warm, 79, feels like 81. So good to go. So if you do have church, if you have a 9 o'clock service, you may need the umbrellas because of that little flare up there. But by lunchtime, warm, sunshine, some fast moving clouds. We've got 16-mile-per-hour winds. We could have some definite 25 gusty mile-per-hour winds ahead of that. Macon to Perry, that is where the severe weather threat is the greatest, and through Atlanta. Atlanta may be done by 12 o'clock actually, because it's pushing in from the west. So then you see Albany, you see Americus, you see Dublin. And so I didn't really put a good pause point in there, but do you see how the bulk of the energy moves just north of the area? But we could still have stuff pop up ahead of that storm. So we may be done by 9, but I put our greatest risk from 2 to 10 on Sunday. Forecast lows for tomorrow. Look at those lows. Hello, hello, hello. And I'll let you look at the planner, okay? Let's see. I need to refresh this because it looks like only 2 people have commented. And I know there's probably more than that. 21. Here we go. All right, let me turn this down. Hi, Hilton Head, Deborah. Appreciate it. I love Hilton Head, Deborah. Hello from Irwin. All right. Hey from Richmond Hill. Hey, Jimmy, how are you? Betsy Arrington. Hello. Hello from Hope You Like It. I hope you like the weather. Ha. Hi, what are you doing, Judy? How are you tonight? And Gloria is checking in from Lyons, Georgia. All right. So, warm and muggy tomorrow, an isolated risk of a shower, possibly a pop-up thunderstorm, but should not be intense like today. So today was a higher risk of storms. Here we go. Jessup 86, Baxley 85, 87 for Hazelhurst, Vidalia 86. If Reedsville is 86, then Gloria Hayes, Lyons will probably be 86 as well. 83 Darien. Hello from Hampton, M.A. Walsh, and Kylie Summer, how are you? 84 in town, pair of 70s. I really think we'll probably get it up to 80 degrees on the beaches tomorrow. Low risk of rip currents, honestly a great beach day. Now, if you're one of those early birds and you get caught in that brief little morning shower, you're gonna be fine for the rest of the day. 84, 85, first alert weather day on Sunday. Call your friends in Atlanta, call your friends in Macon, make sure that they're weather aware as well. We're all connected. This is the same storm. It's going to be worse to the northwest of us, but like I said, you know, Mother Nature doesn't know our little boundaries that we put in place. We try to pinpoint it, but we're talking about some hairpin cutoffs in between some counties in Jeff Davis County and Emmanuel County. And the rest of us are in a moderate risk. And those 2 counties are in a slight risk, so they have a greater chance to see severe weather, more severe weather than we do. We still have a possibility of a severe thunderstorm. Monday and Tuesday look fantastic. If I could transplant a 52, 78 tomorrow and Sunday, actually I would do it all 7 days. That to me sounds glorious. and maybe even some upper 40s for our inland communities. Oh yeah, oh yeah. 58, 83, and we're back in the 80s with afternoon thunderstorms possible through the end of the work week. I think this is 30 right here. I need to change that. So, howdy doody, Jimmy Metcalf says from Sylvania. Charles Smith says we need rain. Charles Smith, stop asking for it because we got a lot 2 nights ago. And some places today got 2 inches of rain and some heavy downpours. So, you know, be careful what you wish for. I mean, we are in a moderate drought. The drought monitor came out Tuesday, so that hasn't calculated all our week's worth of rain. But we don't need it all at once. I agree we need rain, but we don't need it all at once. Hello from, darn it, I never remember this. Hi, Michelle from Hinesville. Hi, Laura from Newington. How are you? And hey, from Fleming, GA. I'm going to mess this up. Is it Clito or Cleto? I always forget. I know it's A-line. I know it's Alma. Somebody else was trying to tell me how to say something that I've been saying wrong for years. What's the winds looking like in the morning? Calm. That's why we're going to have some really patchy, dense fog. And then the onshore winds are going to be out of the southeast. They say 8. I'm just going to go with a 10-mile-per-hour wind tomorrow. Gusty, though, on Sunday. We're talking about probably a small craft advisory is going to be issued for Sunday ahead of the storm. How about 9 to 2 at Savannah Golf Club? You're good to go. Well, you know what? You may get a brief little downpour 8, 9 o'clock, but then you're good to go for the rest of the course. It is a little squishy out there. I'll let you know that. At least my course was squishy. Not all courses are the same, but still, it was a little squishy, some standing water. Hi from Guyton, Diane McCauley, and everybody watching. I will be at the Old Effingham Days with the WTOC Storm Chaser from 11 to 2 tomorrow. I could not do it from 2 to 5. I love y'all, but I need a Saturday. But when the sheriff asks, the sheriff gets. So I'll see you tomorrow. And if not, I'll see you tonight on The News at 11. And in the meantime, have a lovely, lovely evening, a lovely Saturday, whatever you're doing. And you can have a pretty good Sunday to start, but be careful in the afternoon. And, you know, if you have any friends and loved ones in South Carolina, Georgia, north of the Macon line, check on them. Check on them. Keep weather aware for them, too. All right? Good night.